Guys, if you're looking skinny fat right now, soft, you got no real size, you look bloated, no shape to you, and you've been going to the gym, the real problem isn't effort, all right? You've just been doing the wrong thing. Yeah, and like I say, you need to stop guessing. If I had 90 days to fix your current physique, these are the things that I would be doing. Because guys, I've been in your position. Yeah, I've been skinny fat, and being skinny fat is quite possibly the worst build that you can be given, because you don't know where the fuck to start. All right, but these are the things that I would start with. Now, first things first, you need to assess your current situation. Yeah, how is your body actually looking? Your current body composition. Because a lot of people, when they're skinny fat, they immediately think they need to go into a bulk. Yeah, they immediately think they need to go into a bulk, or someone's told them to go into a bulk because they got twig arms. When in reality, you still might need to shave 10, 15 kilos of fat off, all right? And all you're gonna do when you go into, unless you're brand new to the gym, let's just remove that. Unless you're a complete newbie to the gym. But if you've been going to the gym and you're skinny fat, you still need to shave that fat off. Yeah, you can't think that you can just immediately go into a bulk and all that fat is gonna fall off, because all you're gonna do is put on more fat. All right, so you need to assess your current situation. On top of that, guys, assess your current habits right now. Yeah, what are your current habits holding you back, keeping you in that current physique? Maybe it's going out. Maybe you're going out getting smashed every weekend. Maybe you're eating takeaways, or you're eating fairly clean throughout the week. So-called clean, not tracking, but you're eating clean. Yet when it comes to the Friday night, Saturday night, you're getting the fish and chips in, you're getting the curry in, you're getting all this in, the Domino's pizza. You need to assess your current situation and any bad habits you might be having right now that is just keeping you in your current position. On top of that, your environment. Who are you hanging around? Yeah, these people going out, getting smashed on the weekend, or maybe you're hanging around fat people. If you're hanging around fat people, you're gonna remain a fat person, all right? You need to fix up your environment, and you need to fix up your current habits. Now, once you've assessed your current situation, your current habits holding you back, clearly one of the biggest habits holding you back right now is your nutrition. Yeah, it's the reason you're currently sat in that skinny fat physique, all right? You can blame all of this, genetics, slow metabolism, all this shit, guys, but in reality, you've put yourself in your current situation and you need to be accountable for it, all right? You need to hold yourself accountable. So what you want to be doing, unless you're a complete newbie to the gym, if you're a complete newbie to the gym and watching this video, my honest advice is just start going to the gym. Start eating your protein, start hitting your protein, and just getting them meals in. Yeah, but if you're a complete newbie, if you've been going to the gym 4 months, 4 years, and you're sat in a skinny fat physique right now, you need to fix it up, all right? You need to fix your nutrition. So what you want to be doing is going on caloриecalculator.com and working out your current maintenance calories. Yeah, working out your current maintenance calories. You want to be entering your height, your weight, and from there, you want to get yourself into a small deficit. Yeah, of say 200 to 300 calories, and just monitoring that week after week. You want to be losing about 0.2 to 0.5 kg a week. Nothing too extreme, nothing too crazy. Yeah, you don't want to end up binge eating or lose too much muscle, even though most likely you haven't got much muscle to begin with. But, you just want to get that fat off, guys. I know so many people want to go into this gaining phase, but trust me, you want to get that fat off. You want to get down to about that 10% body fat range. Yeah, before even considering going into a bulk. And also, guys, you want to be tracking your macros. Yeah, you want to be hitting your macros. A lot of people are so heavily focused on calories when it comes to diet. Yes, calories make you lose the weight, but, if your macros aren't dialed in, guys, your body composition isn't going to change, right? It's that simple. You want to get your macros dialed in, and you want to be tracking your food. Yeah, if you've just been guessing up until now, it's the reason you're sat where you are. All right, like stop guessing, get it all into MyFitnessPal. Start getting in the habit of just logging your food in. And honestly, my advice is just get a meal plan, guys. Get structure to your days. Get a meal plan in place and just be hitting it. It makes it so easier to follow. All right, so much easier to follow. And also, guys, like bin off the processed shit. Yeah, just bin it all off. Get whole foods into your diet. All right, start eating from whole foods. Stop eating like a child. Yeah, good quality food. I'm talking lean proteins, good carb sources, and just healthy fats. All right, just focus on hitting them, and trust me, you're gonna feel a lot better. Yeah, if you're having afternoon crashes right now, if you're grabbing the cookies on break at work, it's not gonna work. All right, you're just gonna fall off the wagon. You're gonna spike your insulin to the max. So just make sure you're eating from whole foods, and just get a structured meal plan in place, and just be hitting it every single day. And trust me, the results will come a lot quicker. Now, the next thing you want to be focusing on is your training. Because like I say, up until this point, there's clearly something wrong in your training. Yeah, like you've been going to the gym 4 months, 4 years, and you're just sat in this physique. Like, guys, you need to get structure to your training. So what you want to be doing is following an actual structured training split. Yeah, and this is something that I do with all my guys when they come into the program. We build out their training split based on their current physique, based on their current goals, what they want to achieve. And yeah, guys, like I say, if you're just going to the gym and you're just guessing and you're just randomly jumping on machine, yeah, just going through the motion, you're not going to achieve the physique you want to achieve. Yeah, and if you want to look lean, if you want to look aesthetic, if you want to look fucking sick with your top off, you need to have structure in your training. All right, so you want to get your training dialed in. You want to be hitting the weights around 3 to 5 times a week. Yeah, and just following a training split. Nothing too overkill. Like I said, I used to do 6 to 7 in the past. All right, more is not better. All right, stop program hopping and just get proper structure into your training, into your weight training. And yeah, you want to be focusing on progressive overload. All right, week after week, making sure, analyzing how the body's changing. And yeah, guys, like I say, for me, for ages, I never progressed in the gym because I never tracked any of my lifts. All right, monitor your lifts. Make sure you're progressively overloading week by week. And yeah, just remove that guesswork, guys. Stop going in the gym and just guessing what you're getting on. All right, it's the reason you're not seeing results. Also, guys, you want to keep cardio in that. I know a lot of people say cut cardio, especially maybe when you're skinny fat or if you're bulking, all this. You always want to keep cardio in there, yeah? List cardio, all right? None of this crazy hybrid shit, none of this, over the top, mentally taxing cardio, but you always want to keep cardio in there at all times. Even when I'm bulking, I don't like to use the word bulk, but even when I'm, gaining and stuff like that, I always like to keep cardio in there, all right? It's always good for your health, guys. I'm talking incline walk, I'm talking stairs, bike, always keep it in there, guys. And yeah, have structure to that as well. Don't just go in there and just do fucking an hour and a half of the bike one day, this, that, the other. Actually have structure in your whole training. Lastly, guys, is your recovery. Yeah, like I say, I used to go to the gym 6-7 times a week, train arms, smash them out to failure. And you might be someone with twig arms right now, and that could be the reason you have twig arms, all right? You're not letting your body actually repair. Because remember, guys, your muscles are repairing outside the gym. So, like I say, you want to be fixing your habits. If you're going out, you're getting smashed every weekend. Yeah, you're getting on the packet, you're necking all the pints, you're having all these shit, like this shitty processed food. You're not allowing your body to recover. You're having these late nights. All right, you need to start prioritizing what matters. If you actually want to build a sick physique, if you actually want to look lean and you want to look aesthetic, you need to prioritize your recovery big time, all right? So you want to be getting 7 to 9 hours of just good quality sleep a night. Yeah, that's one thing I neglected over the years. All this poor sleep, 4 hours sleep, and then rush into work, and it just resulted. Yeah, it showed in my body. It reflected in my body. All right, so make sure you're prioritizing your sleep. It's so important. And having them rest days, guys. Yeah, having them rest days to actually rest the body. All right, if you're always just constantly stressing your body out with all this lifting and not prioritizing your rest days, you're not going to achieve the physique you want. It's that simple, guys. on your rest days, still get your steps in. Yeah, always be getting minimum, honestly, 10k a day in. Like, I was speaking to a guy that just came into the program and he was getting about 4k steps a day on average. And honestly, guys, if you're not getting at least 8k a day, like bare minimum, what are you doing? Like, just get 10k steps a day in, all right? It really isn't that hard. Walk to the shop if you have to, if you're doing a food shop, whatever. Just get them steps in. Yeah, always be moving. A lot of people are so fucking lazy today, and it shows in their body. All right, so like I say, get moving and always get your steps in. Also, guys, hydration is key. All right, hydration is key. I don't like to take too many supplements. Obviously, I like to take creatine, 5 grams of creatine a day, but I'm a big fan of electrolytes. Now, I'm not saying you have to buy electrolytes, but upon waking, you want to be rehydrating your body. Yeah, you've been maybe sweating it out all night, and a lot of the time in the morning, if you're not feeling sharp, if you're feeling low energy, all of this, guys, chances are you're dehydrated. Yeah, make sure you're drinking 4 to 6 liters a day. All right, so for me personally, I like to get 4 to 5 liters a day, and I'm living in the UK. But like I say, it all depends on the person's body weight, and yeah, that's the biggest thing today, guys. So many people are dehydrated. All right, make sure you're staying hydrated and just prioritizing your recovery. And this is where most people stay stuck and fall off completely, is they're not consistent. All right, be consistent for the next 90 days. Get your nutrition dialed in, get your training dialed in, your recovery. Yeah, start prioritizing it and actually stick to it. But that's what a lot of people can't do. They can't stick to it. Yeah, they know they should be eating cleaner. They know they should be training more properly. Yeah, getting more movement in, and they don't do it. They just go back to the same habits after a week, and that is why accountability is so important. All right, that is why having proper structure in place, yeah, maybe a coach, is so important. And that is why with all my clients, we build out structure. We hold them to a high standard. Yeah, when they slip. All right, like I say, if you haven't been able to stick to it in the past, most likely you're just lacking that accountability. So you know what you should be doing, guys. And if you need help with it, you can shoot me a message over on my Insta, Charlie Cooley Fit, and I will get back to you guys. But yeah, hit that for the next 90 days. And trust me, guys, like, you'll just thank me big time. Yeah, you'll look unrecognizable. Let's go, guys.